Hello, everybody. I am Tammy, one of the co-owners and jewelry artists with Earth and Fire, and I wanted to give you a tutorial on how to make knots in a mala. So first, let me start by saying that I've started my mala already, as you can see here on my table. Um, so I've already got it almost halfway done. So I've knotted all of this. So how I start is I grab the silk string that we ordered. I believe it's silk string anyway, that I ordered from Amazon. As you can see, it's all Chinese or Mandarin, or I don't know. So let me not say what kind of writing this is. But and then I will pull out about 4.5 to 5 arm lengths of this. Once I've pulled it out, pull it out, then I, will cross it back over, put my needle on the string, as you can see here. So my needle was on the string. And then I give myself about, some people say you only need to give yourself a couple inches. I give myself a nice little cushion on the tail because I use this to either attach my tassel or my focus stones or just the end decoration that I want to put on my mala. So, and when I do that, I will do a double knot, 2 knots here at the end, and then attach it, then put a bead here and then start my knotting. So as you can see, I've added some spacers and other stuff, and I like to work with different colors. So when I am working with my mala, I usually keep the mala on one side of the table and my string on the other. So, and I use 2 tools I actually use more than 2 tools because of course I use the string, I use this needle, but then to knot the stones, I use this beadle-on knotting tool. And then I also use a prone tool, which just assists me with making sure that my knots are tight. And then I also use that tool to get a knot out if I've made a mistake. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this needle and I'm gonna show you how to make your knots between your beads. So we're gonna start with this piece of rose quartz. I'm going to try to keep my string from getting tangled. I'm going to pull the string through. And as you can see, my string is tangled. But one good thing about this cord is it doesn't stay tangled. So it's usually pretty easy to get the tangles out. So as you see, I'm pulling my bead or my piece of rose quartz along with me. I pull it all the way back to the stone or the knot. All right, you see that? All right, so now we're going to start the knot. So the first thing I do is I grab the stone. You'll have your own style of doing this. The main thing is just to get the technique. You can do it however you want, but you got to get the technique. So I do mine this way. So I stretch these 2 fingers out, wrap my string around, but in front of that stone, placing my fingers here. So you see how I have this? Placing my fingers here. That first string is underneath. See that? It's underneath that. So I'm going to pull this over and push this down through my knot. I'm going to push this down through my knot like this. Okay. All right. I'm going to push that down and then we're going to grab and pull the string through too. We're going to grab that beadle-on tool. We're going to put it inside my loop. So you see, I grabbed this little thin piece right here. It's going to go through that loop. All right, so it's inside our loop. I'm gonna pull it here, hold it in this hand. I'm gonna grab my prone tool. I'm gonna put it inside the loop, just like I did with the other piece. See that? I'm gonna pull my prone tool in front of that skinny part. So do you see? Can you see how that is? It's in front of there. And I'm gonna just grab that, hold that there, and then pull my string and pull it tight. Now, keep it in front. I let mine go behind. I'm going to pull my string tight. And I'm going to pull the prone tool out. And then I'm going to take the string and put it in between. If you see this like a fork right here. Put the string in there. All right. And then I'm going to pull it tight and push this up. See that? Pushing that up. See how that comes loose from the base? Pushing that up, it makes the knot tight, and you let it go. And look at there, you got a knot. Now, I don't know if you noticed that I've done a really good job of leaving very little space between my stones. That is something that you'll learn with time. It takes a little bit of time to get that. When I first started out, I had a lot of string. I also used several different tools. I use these two tools because they work for me. So let's watch that again. I'm not going to take as much time to explain each step because I feel like I explained each step and you could clearly see it. But, you know, I'm going to do it a few more times. So make sure your string is straight. Grab your stone, put it on your needle, pull it through. So I'm pulling it through. You see that? Pulling it through, pulling it through, pulling it through till it gets to my mala. So now it's up against my mala. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. Grab the stone, stretch my fingers, pull that string over, pull over, go inside the loop with the mala or what you're working on. And you don't have to do a full 108 stone mala. You could just do half of that. I haven't done that yet because I think I enjoy the knotting process. And I think I really like the long necklaces. It's something different. Not everybody wears malas. So I'm gonna pull that tight. But I enjoy the process of making the malas. Let's do that again. You see how tight that is? All right, so let's do that again. Also, you can use this tool very easily and this one to get knots out. I'm not going to show you how to get knots out because that takes a minute, and I oftentimes have to pull out my trusty magnifying glass to see what I'm doing, which it needs to be clean, but we're not going to do that today. Okay, so let's do another knot real quick. Let's show you. All right. Another color stone this time. This one is quartz Larimar. Gonna pull this through. We're gonna do the same thing. If you can see, this stone is actually a little bit smaller than the other one, but I'm going to push it up against here. I'm gonna hold it with my fingers, spread my fingers out, twist it around. And then with the beetle on tool, loop, loop, pull it tight. And I don't know if you know, you probably can't see it, but I'm using my chest. When I'm holding this and pulling it tight, I'm using my chest to kind of pull it tight. But I'm not, you know, I'm not doing this hard or no way, shape or form. I'm not trying to hurt myself. So let's do it one more time, just so you can see it. But it's once you get to doing it, you will really enjoy it. It's almost like a dance. You're just sitting here like I'm sitting here now. You can't see what I got on TV, but I'm watching the Warriors game and I'm just doing this. And it's very relaxing. You get to work with gemstones that have healing benefits. So, I mean, it's just good all the way around. And then when you get done, you have created something beautiful for yourself or for a loved one or to sell. You're giving your crystals a new home. But yeah, so that's how you do it. Just like that. So if you have any questions, leave your questions in the comment, or you can even message us on our website. Our website is earthandfire.shop. That's earthandfire.shop. There are malas currently on the website for purchase. There are more at events, as we don't have them all up. They often sell before we get a chance to get them on the website. So But this will be the last knot I'm doing. I just wanted to show you this really, really quick one more time, how to do your knots. And I know that you're probably wondering, why does she keep, doing this way? And I know some people will actually put all of their stones on the string prior to actually starting their knotting process. I don't do that. I like just doing it one stone at a time. So this is how you knot a mala. When you get done, you can do a double knot at the end, just like you did a double knot for the other. You can tie those ends together and start the process of how you're going to finish your mala with your focal stones or your guru beads. I don't use guru beads. I could, but I don't. With your guru beads or your pendants or just whatever it is you decide that you want to put at the bottom of your mala. Be creative. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so this is the last knot that I'm doing. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, I think if you just watch that first time that I did it, you'll see it's not easy. I mean, it's not hard. It does take time. It does take practice. It's not going to happen overnight. I had to put together several malas before I finally got it down. All right. So look forward to doing another tutorial for you soon.